Hey, um, so for the last couple of weeks, I have been working with the Poor People's Campaign, um, and I just got back from a protest at the debates, and we actually set ourselves up right outside the debate hall at Drake University here in Des Moines, and they chased us off, and so we set up in the safe zone, and I gave a speech, or well, a statement. I gave a statement, really, um, and that statement talked about militarism, and it talked about um, what happened to me when I left the military, and what happens and veterans who live in poverty. And I got overwhelmed. I was, as soon as I got up there and introduced myself, I was immediately overwhelmed, because, oh my God, being poor is so fucking hard. And what's happened to me through my life has been so fucking hard. By the time I got to speak, we had been marching in, it's 27 degrees outside right now. It is extremely cold. It's not very breezy, but there is enough of a breeze, and there were twigs and branches. My hair was everywhere. My tickle was falling off. It did not look that good. It was not a good looking, like, it was not a, oh look, Sophia's hot kind of statement. But that wasn't really the point. My hair was everywhere. My tickle was falling off. And I was crying the entire time. And we got interrupted. I got interrupted by some Trumpers. I imagine they think they were very clever, but in reality, they gave me a space to collect myself when I was about to break down. So that actually worked out pretty well. Oh my goodness, pardon me. After my statement finished, I had to go back to the rally point, which was inside a church, because I couldn't feel my toes. And I make sacrifices for the political movements I'm a part of, but unless you can guarantee me revolution, if you can guarantee me revolution and deliver, then we'll talk about, sacrificing body parts. But we were asking for a televised national debate on poverty, and it's not that it's not worth losing a toe for, I just don't want to. So I bugged out of there a little bit early. About 20 minutes later, everybody kind of filed in. Fortunately, I think everything's fine with my toes. I think I have all 10 and I can feel them. So that's good. I've been working on a video about categories and the way we label categories. And it's inspired by some of the stuff that we've been studying in the synagogue. It's based on a tractate of the Talmud called Bava Kama, and it's actually really interesting. I mean, it's dry as hell, but it is really interesting. And I really want to make sure that the video is put together and finished, because what I'm beginning to realize is I'm not putting enough time into the videos that I make. Like, I'm supposed to be doing them twice a month, and because I have so much else going on in my life, I don't end up putting out quality work when I do that. I want to make sure this year, I think my resolution is I want to start putting out more quality work. I'm done half-assing videos. I'm done throwing shit at the wall. I have an idea, and I want to make sure that it's good. And honestly, like, my patrons deserve a good video from me. They're my patrons. They're not patronizing me for me to half-ass. So I'm working on that. And I'm also working on finding more permanent employment. I had an interview yesterday that went, I think, very well. And I'm excited to hear back. But yeah, so look for the Poor People's Campaign at Unite the Poor, and you'll see my the camera adds 30 pounds face reading a prepared statement. By the way, okay, so there was one camera that was kind of like this way, over here, kind of, and it had a really bright light on it that was shining directly in my eye. So I couldn't read the statement because there was that lens burnout obscuring my vision. So I had to kind of like read it from peripheral vision, and where I wasn't gasping between sobs, I was trying to read my statement. Serves me for not memorizing it, right? Anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys. We'll talk later. I love you guys.